Hey everyone, it's Pixcalibur123, and we're going to be starting another group of ZC quests here. Okay, so this one, this is kind of a little bit of a spin to a group of quests I've kind of already done, but, given it's different enough, I'm willing to show off the this group of quests right here. So I've already done like the Zelda Deluxe first to fourth quest, same creator. But there are some differences. I guess mainly the music. But as you get to the later quest I'll be recording, then you actually start seeing some of the newer things he puts in there. Okay, so we can get started here. So if you've played the Zelda Deluxe, like the first through fourth quest, this is fairly similar, so there's not too much that's changed. Again, until you get to the later quest. There are a few differences here, like that 20 rupee drop. I know the original you don't drop that. If you drop like 1s, 2s, 5s, and the harder enemies drop 10s. But here it's pretty much, I think all enemies have pretty much the same potential drops, or for the most part. The ammo might be a little bit different, but rupees, I think like any enemy can drop 20. So you saw that red, just a plain red Octorok. Okay, so you're just gonna start the typical grinding. I explain some of the differences here. And you notice that Link looks a bit different in this one. Like his no armor is kind of a grayish color. At least another good thing here is a lot of the enemies have kind of been toned down in difficulty, or at least in terms of damage they do. Because the blue Moblin used to take 4 hits, and it does a full heart of damage per hit. Now it's down to a standard blue Moblin. Which at least is convenient, although you'll see later on how the creator kind of compensates for that. Some of the enemies get pretty mean later on. And as usual, again, just grinding. This whole first part's going to be just a bunch of just grinding for money and supplies and stuff, since you can do it. I know there was at least one hint if you played the original ZD quest. It's like, not worth all the tough fights. Here it really isn't. You might as well just take out all the easier enemies. Just as likely to get the good money drops. Most items are the same. There are a few changes. And as we go along, we'll explain what's changed. Like some items have been removed from the Zelda Deluxe quest. I'm getting a fair amount of money already. I'm finally picking up some bombs because I actually need at least a couple bombs to do some scouting. But yeah, you'll find some of the items, if you play the original ZDs, don't exist in this group of quests. I guess just more for convenience or programming or something. Difficulty-wise, does it get easier than... Is it easier than the original ZD? It's kind of hard to say. It really depends how you want to define it. But most stuff is the same, comparing the two groups of quests. So you should be able to kind of adjust pretty quickly. Probably only one of the quests that you might have to play around with a little bit. And because that one's just created from scratch. I can't get that 20 there. Kinda wish I had a boomerang right now. And of course, you know, never choose the potion. I'm always going to choose the heart container. And clocks are still permanent. You know, they last the whole screen, so, you know, some quests even run out after like 5 seconds, but this one's just traditional whole screen duration. Actually, in this, in these ZD quests, actually money is sort of less of an issue. Now you can actually hold more money. And you'll see, you know, as we go through this, you can actually hold a lot more money than usual. Although that means stuff can get more expensive, you know, just to make it fair. Yeah, so really no change from the original. And good thing bombs and your candle doesn't hurt you either, so nice and convenient there. No, I'm not sure there's a convenient place to buy a super bomb. You know, similar to the original. Otherwise, you're going to have to go all the way around. Oh yeah, I didn't mention the Overworld music. Pretty much all the Overworld music in this series of quests come from, whatever the DS was a Link Between Worlds or something. I mean, I've only played that once, so it's like I'm gonna play it again at some point. I've been planning to record it at some point. Still trying to get my DS equipment to work correctly. I think I'm pretty close to it. I finally got the sound to work because I was getting like a lot of static before. So I think I got most of that fixed. So hopefully I can kind of get around to recording it at some point. It's actually a pretty decent game. And I know they have like, it has like multiple difficulties, or it's like the hard mode. No thanks, I'm just gonna stick with the regular difficulty. You know, let the hardcore players do the, you know, kind of the hard mode. I mean, it's the same thing, you just take a lot more damage per hit, and I mean a lot more. Wasn't it like quadruple damage or something? So I'll just stick with the regular mode, just to hold my sanity in place. Well, at least you can get this early, so unchanged from the original. Oh, you actually buy a super bomb here. I kind of figured there was a shop here, but I didn't know exactly what it sold. Trying to think of buying the super bomb be worth it right now, actually. Because you can open up some interesting shortcuts with this. Yeah, whatever, I'll just buy one now. Just open up that shortcut for later on. I'm trying to think if you ever need to buy a super bomb in the first place. I know the second quest you do. So yeah, all the music comes from what was a Link Between Worlds. It gives a little bit more variety to the music, and rather than just like the same 2 or 3 tracks being played over and over again. Yeah, a lot easier when it only takes like half as many hits now. And a convenient park sitting there, so it just doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, so this screen here, you know, you're gonna need a super bomb to actually blow up that left wall here. It's just more of a shortcut. I'm gonna just do that for later on. It just saved me some trouble there. And you start with magic in this first quest. I'm trying to think, I think the second quest you don't even start with magic, so there are going to be some little changes along the way. And I think you have some new enemies in this, this new ZD version. And you'll see these ice wizards later on. You know, kind of somewhat common sense as to what their weakness would be. And the free money, so unchanged right there. Now there are still, I think, 3 of those 100 rupee secrets, but the other 2 you can't even get until very late in the quest. Kinda sucks, but, you know, I don't think money is too hard to come by here, I guess. And yeah, there are a few pieces of heart to get in this quest, so unchanged from the original Zelda Deluxe. So I'm just gonna go around just beating up more enemies, just get more money. Especially when those 20s come in. Money just kind of, doesn't become as big an issue. And again, you can hold more money, so I'm not concerned about capping out right now, since I'm not even close to capacity at this point. I think the old limits were, like, if you had no wallet, it was 250. $250 and 500 and $9.99. Oh no, I think 2,500 actually. It wasn't $9.99. Yeah, so it would start at 250, 500, and 2,500 rupees. So here you can tell already past the 250 limit. Get very convenient, you can hold more cash. Yeah, see, this is the same spot for that 100 rupee secret, it's just you're not going to be able to get it for a very long time. So I just might as well go around just beating up more enemies. Get all the money I can find. Again, money is not that big an issue in at least this updated version because of those 20s that drop. So, you know, you shouldn't have to do that much grinding. Especially if you get lucky with those 20s dropping like that. I'm not sure what the frequency is. You know, it's gotta be somewhat rare, but it's, you know, common enough that you just grind enough and you'll get enough, you know, 5s and 20s dropping. I think most of the Overworld's unchanged for the most part. Most of the secrets are in the same spots. So there's not too much you have to relearn. And actually the first 2 ZD quests is pretty much, you know, if you played the original ZDs, there's really nothing to relearn. Pretty much it's just different music. Which again, I think it's better than the original. It just gives more variety. And then there would have been Link Between Worlds. And again, pretty decent game. And I've only played through it once. The music's actually pretty decent. Although the music is kind of loud, I mean, I had to lower the volume on my on the program quite a bit, and still almost at least as loud as the sound effects. Okay, whereas the original ZD had 3 levels of potions, it was like a blue, a purple, and a red. This one just goes back to the original 2-level system. You just got a magic jar just for refills there. But it's back to the original 2 potion system. Because the 3 system was kind of a little bit tedious. Because you couldn't stack different levels. I mean, so to get like, you had to get 2 of the same level or whatever. Like 2 purples and get a red. I mean, I can understand, like, 2 level 1s to get a level 2 potion, but then you have to get, like, 2 level 2s to get level 3. It's like a bit more money you have to spend. Again, here is just simple, back down to 2 levels of potion. Okay, so the shops have also changed a bit. I'm trying to remember what the old one sold. I think it was still a hammer, a ring, and I forgot the other one. I think it was a super bomb or something. But now they sell slightly different stuff, and it's cheaper as well. At least the hammer is. The hammer used to be, what was it, $360 or something? So, first thing, obviously, I'm going to buy the ring. Now, it might take you a little bit of time to get used to. Like, you keep thinking that green, you're dressed in green, that's a level 1, but no, that's actually your, I guess, blue ring equivalent, if you want to put it that way. So it might take a bit to get used to the fact that the green ring is actually its own level of armor, because most other Zelda games, it's not. Might as well just beat up more enemies just to get more money and supplies. Actually, I almost have enough money to buy the rest of my, at least basic supplies. Oh yeah, you can actually hold more than 8 bombs. So the original limits were like, what was it, 8? So 8, 16, was it 16? Yeah, 16, 32, and 64. A little bit different here. Kind of same formula with the multipliers. So in this case, he started with the 10 bombs, and then 10 arrows as well. And yeah, this quest uses the quarter heart system. Actually, I don't think I need enemy bait yet. Might put that off for later, actually. I'm trying to think if I should actually get the shield. Magic shield or a hammer, actually. I mean, eventually I get both, obviously, but... Yeah, I'll just buy the hammer. Give me another means of offense. Again, note the hammer isn't as strong as I guess most other quests make it as magical sword strength. Here it's only a white sword damage. Okay, so we already made some pretty decent progress here. Might want to take a break at this point because otherwise the grinding's gonna go like 45 minutes easily. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break at this point, and next part we'll probably just do some more grinding. Probably just try to get that magic shield. And we can start going into levels after that point. Alright, see you guys later.